Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Green Arcade. We're back. We're playing some more Farming Simulator 25. That time has come. The weather outside is frightful. The fire inside is really delightful. But you know what? We're gonna have to just use the heat inside the tractors because we got some wood chips to sell. Let's do it. Snow is coming down. Hope we can make it over there. So the best price for wood chips, last time it was up here at the farmer's market. This time it's over at the Iron Ridge Grain. So yeah, let's go over there. I'm gonna take this first tractor over there. This is the Stevie-fied 8RX. It does add some of the, I think those strobes are actually the actual John Deere strobes that are inside standard strobes. So yeah, that's kind of weird, but I mean, hey, you know, it's still cool. Got plenty of horsepower with this tractor. Plus, we get the wide tracks with it, so that's always nice. All right, so let's get this over here. I have no idea how we're gonna fit both of these guys in here. This is an enclosed sell point, so it's gonna be quite interesting. This is the full one. This one's got pretty much 6,000 liters in it. How we're gonna do this? Let's see. Can't really pull off to the side. Oh boy, he's almost too wide. Somebody needs to move them crates right there, them boxes. Nope, done got off too far. Let's see. I think I can hit it from there. Let me get the other tractor. Go grab the other one. So we're right at 1,000. It's at 998 here. Where am I at? Oh, right here. There we are. It's at 998 here. Which is it's right at, I think the last time we sold wood chips, it was like $1,003. So $9.98 is right at the price that we want it to be. According to the graph, it's mid-January, so the second day in January. And then it shows it going down the third day in January. I missed my road. Drive through the snow. Alright, so we got all the dried corn sold. I did haul a load up to the whiskey factory just to keep that process rolling. Boy, ooh, turning in here is like something. It's a little slick. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of park this one in the rear here. I don't even know if this will fit in there. Boy, just barely. Alright, so let's go look at the prices again to make sure. Wood chips. $9.98 here at the Iron Ridge Grain. That's the best price that's out there. Unless we want to sell on a train, which, you know, it's a couple dollars cheaper to sell on a train. You'll get more here anyway. So let's do it. And then you can see on the graph there that it starts going down after the second day in January. So the goal here is to get these sold, hopefully have enough money to buy the Southwest Territory, and go down there and work on some more wood chips. Alright, how do I move? Here we go. I need to move this pipe in there. Now this one I've got to kind of point down, so I'm actually going to back this up a little bit. It's hard to see. It's an enclosed sell point, so it's a lot of fun. Alright, so we're selling there. Let me go get the other tractor going. I'm on the back one here. Can I point it down? I have to pull forward with this. That is not emptying. Why is that not emptying? Point it down. There we go. Now I gotta switch to the front. Try to get that going. There we go. Nope. 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 Let me see if I can back up a little bit. Nope. That one. Just lost that one. Hang on. I'm gonna figure that. There we go. It was going through the track, which, yeah, it's not a good thing. If your wood chips are going through the track, actually now it's going through the cab. So that's the problem with enclosed sell points. They're not open enough really to for the non wood chips going through the cab of the tracks. But that money's rolling in now. Loans paid off. We had just over 600,000 in the bank already from that. So let's see what we can make. We need 7.4, I think, for that territory down there. That is the goal. So that territory, let me go over to farmland. There we go. Yeah, 7.44. So basically we need 7.5. We'll say 7.5. So we're gonna watch that that ticker as it goes here. 7.5. That's what we need. 7.5. This weather kind of makes me want to do some hot chocolate, some hot cocoa. What did that say? Montana Grizzlies? Home of the Grizzlies. I wonder if I can turn that in an angle. I really don't want to interrupt it. But it's shooting through my cab, which is probably not a good thing. But hey, we're making the money now. We're in that money roll. I kind of want to make some hot cocoa and sing some Christmas carols. Still got to get a new tree. I need a new Christmas tree. I never do the real trees, but the current tree that I have, which has never been out of the box, I know, shocker, it's a pre-lit tree, and I've decided I do not like the pre-lit trees because that's the first, well, that's the previous two trees that I've had have been pre-lit trees. The problem with pre-lit trees, when the lights go out, you can't replace the lights. You have to replace the whole tree. So I just want to get a tree that has no pre-lit lights on it. And then that way I can just use that tree, light it however I want to, either with LED or incandescents, probably incandescent lights. And then I can put whatever kind of lights I want on there too. There's all different styles of lights. There's mini lights, there's C7 lights, there's C9 bulb lights, there's the bubble lights. I don't know that that's the official name for them. Sorry guys, my voice is trying to get scratchy. It's the cold weather. I'm going to blame the cold weather on my voice here. Oh hey, look, we passed 7.5. We did it, and we're still going. We're still selling that beautiful wood chip footage. But yeah, all kinds of different Christmas lights we can put on there. I kind of want to get a taller one too. I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'3", so I think I could do with a like a 7-foot tree maybe, somewhere in that neighborhood. 8 foot. I think it goes from like 6 something to 8. I have a vaulted ceiling, so I can do a taller one. I can do one, 9, but then I'd have to climb up a ladder, and then, that might not be a good thing, so. Probably easier to decorate if it was, within arm's reach, not having to get a ladder. Alright, we'll hop out of this. We're still selling here. As long as we don't cross the streams, right? We'll be okay. Still coming through the cab, which is interesting. But alright, I'm gonna pull these tractors out and shut them off. Park them out of the way here. Actually, no, I'm not gonna shut this one off. I'm gonna take this one down there to the territory. I'll pull this one out the other side and shut it off. Fold in the pipes. Swing it around there through the machine. Alright. It just smells like snow out here. You guys ever smelled snow? It's a different, in the winter you can smell it, and to me it's like, I don't know if it's so much the snow that I'm smelling, or if it's like everybody turning on their heaters and, they're lighting their fireplaces and lighting their wood stoves, because, it's kind of a cold, smoky mix. But yeah, I think I can smell the snow. I think it's the same effect like when it rains. You can smell. There's a distinct smell in the air, and I know it's not the rain itself. I learned this. I don't remember exactly what it was. It's something about spores in the ground or something like that. I wonder if it's the same thing with snow. So, something I need to look up. Alright, let's go down the mountain and buy this land down here. And we gotta be smart with our money. I'm gonna start working on the trees down here. Definitely cut this big one right here, but I'll come back to it. I have to cut trees out here in the snow. Too bad we can't cut a Christmas tree down. That'd be really cool if you could go out, have like a Christmas tree farm. Go cut your tree, haul it back to your place and set it up, and then you can decide what kind of lights and decorations you want to put on it and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Get to it, Giants. We need Christmas trees. They actually might be bringing some Christmas decorations. They are bringing Halloween decorations in, so that will be coming with the expansion. So we've got all these trees that we can clear out. This is not going to be an overnight thing. This is going to be... Yeah, this is going to take a minute. But we'll get started on it. We can probably actually, get started on these trees. And then probably go ahead and when we get ready to get to planting season, come down and plow a lot of these fields together, and then once we get the trees cleared out and get the ditch filled in here, we're going to put some drainage tile in here. Then we can plow, make it, really nice, really big, really efficient. Is efficient the word? I think that's the word. Alright, so we've got all these trees now. There is... Ooh, boy, I slid there. Y'all see that? I slid in the snow. Huh? So there is one piece of property that I do want to buy. That does... I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy it. There's no crop in it. But it's fully fertilized already, which it doesn't matter if it's fully fertilized. Because we're going to run over anyway with the planter. I do want to get that field right there. So, that one, how much is that one? 561. I do want to get that one. But before we do that, let's buy this Southwest Territory. This is kind of the goal that we set ourselves here. We want to buy that 7.4. It's ours. We own it. So that not only gives us this whole entire Southwest Territory here, but it gives us more of this territory because this area in between these fields up here is even part of this Southwest Territory. So we got our work cut out for us. Man, do we. We do. So I want to buy that field. That way I can take these two fields and incorporate them into this big field there. And then we'll probably come back, and I really think we should buy at least this farm this year because we just about ran out of room for soybeans last year. And there's going to be a lot more because we've got a lot more fields now. So, what do we not own down here? We don't own that field. That field. We own all of these over here. So these will be fairly easy to do, I think. I'll probably have to put some grass in on the edges. But we can't plow that road up right there in between because it's got signs on it. So this will be one nice long field right there. And then probably plow these together. Again, have to come in and take a closer look. Have to do some planning. But these fields we don't own. I may wait and see what they plant in these fields, and then if they plant something that we want, we'll buy them. If they plant something that we don't want, we buy them. And then plow them under. Probably just plow them under, yeah. But let's get on the trees right now. We can make some more money if we get on the trees right now. I'm going to start over there on that far side. That's where I was headed. Because there's two trees over there that can go that probably really need to go immediately. Because I know we can make that field. We own all of those over there, so we can merge all those together. Gonna be doing a lot of plowing. I've still got that big field up in the northeast area to plow together too. We'll work on that. We'll do a lot of plowing during the stream. Which, if you're gonna watch the stream, make sure you tune in 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, Saturday morning and Sunday mornings. I think I'm still putting that in the description, the link to the Twitch page. So if you need that link, it should be there in the description. Twitch.tv/thegreenarcade. Make sure you follow over there and subscribe here if you're watching these. That way you'll see when these videos go up on YouTube, and then later the videos, bridges may ice. Bridges may ice before road. So, these two trees right here, these are the ones that kind of had in mind that probably need to go. They're kind of on the edge, so they might not be in the way, but I'm just going to go ahead and take them out. Oop. I feel like I need a, what do you call those, hooded coats, heavy coats out here in the snow? Get down low enough. I think it's harder to cut them in the snow because I think it's you're actually elevated a little bit off the real ground, so the stumps will probably be just a tad higher. These are some fairly decent sized trees here too, so they're not too bad. I get as low as I can go. How low can you go? Yeah, this is gonna be a big one because the longer it takes to cut through a tree, the more you get out of it. That's my theory in life. I'll go cut that big one and show y'all. So y'all saw how long it took me to cut that one, right? Get the tractor, get these, and then we'll go cut that big one. Alright, switch to the front. We're on the front. That stump out too. Yeah, all this over here now can be plowed together. It's so exciting. Again, my favorite part of the game. Being able to expand the farm, merge fields together. Alright, so that's that. Put that back in. Alright, let's go cut that big tree. So yeah, the longer it takes to cut through a tree, I think you get way more out of it. Way more. We'll see how much those big trees are worth. But I mean, you think about it, all these trees down here now we own. So we can come in and basically clear cut the world down here. We got the river over there we gotta work around. So I won't cut any trees that are immediately on the banks of the river. But a lot of these trees are not on the banks. This is a big one here too. We'll probably end up cutting that one at some point. I don't know what big ones are out there in these woods down here. And then, you know, the ridge over there, there's a lot over there that will probably leave, but there's a lot over there that will probably cut. Especially around that farm over there. Whoa, boy, it's a little slick. Little slick. But a lot of the trees around like this farm, like on the inside, like perimeters of the farm, I should say, we'll leave some of those. And then we still got to buy some of these fields too, so I would say that would be probably a strategical one, because we could plow a lot of all of this together already. This is the open lot here that we own. Yeah, plow these together. And then I think, is this a cow paddock? I think it's a cow, like, pasture over here. We can probably get rid of that. We can't get rid of the building, so we have to work around the building. And we'll leave the road. We'll leave that road in there. But the fenced-in part way back there, that can probably go. Because we probably, if that is a cow one, we probably won't be doing cows here. I think we're going to do all our cows up there at the red farm when we get into them. Alright, this is our cornfield. And we can probably merge this field with that sorghum field there. How far over do we own, I wonder? I'm gonna have to look at that. So this is the big tree. It's a tall old tree, but it's worth a lot. Gotta find the trigger. You know what? Let me do that. I think that helps. Turning that on, maybe? Maybe not? Maybe not. I think I can get it cut lower there. Gotta find the... and cut it up there. Oh, wait. Right, I saw it. I thought. Oop, it's flickering there, right? Oop, right. Right, oop, right there. Can I go down? Can only go down a little. Trying to get it there. I think that's probably... Wait, what? We don't own this tree? Oh. No. Is this not on the land that we bought? Dude, it's right outside it. Oh. There's where it cuts off. So everything west of this line we can cut. Oh, that's a bummer. I was going to show you guys. Oh, I had to cut a big tree. Well, let's go back over to the woods over there then. So that's interesting. This is not... I guess that answers my question then, because I was like, where does this territory start? So it literally cuts through... Is that like the middle of the map? I guess maybe that's the... maybe that's like the absolute middle of the map. It almost looks like it is. So it basically cuts right through the middle of these fields. That's interesting. Alright, well, let's head back over to the wooded area over there. And we'll get started on those trees over there. We'll go walk around the woods over there and see if there's any big ones. There's some woods down there on the west side of field 6 too that we could look at. Kind of feel like a hunter right now. I'm looking for one of those big trees. We'll go look out here. There might not be any out here, but we'll look. I don't think there's any over at the farm over here. I don't see any over there. Usually a tall tree. And run out here and see if there's any out here in these woods. Probably not. The special tree. It's like the golden goose tree. Like when you go out hunting for a Christmas tree, you gotta find the perfect tree to cut. And that would be one of them. Yeah, I don't think there's any out here. I may have to drive down there. There's some big ones out here. But not that one. I'm not seeing any out here. I might have to drive over there by field 6 and see if there's any over there. I'm looking. Not the skinny trees. I don't think there's any out here. There are some big ones out here, so... So if there was one out here, it'd probably be out in the middle somewhere, maybe. Ooh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh yeah, we've got one right here. We definitely own that. That's in part of this territory. Yes. So it's definitely out in the middle. The rare tree, the rare big trees are out in the middle of the woods or in special places. That one's actually right there on the edge of the road, so is it just this one? Yeah, probably just this one. Let's cut this. I'll show you guys how long it takes to cut through it. I was wondering why the red circle didn't show up on that tree, and I guess that's why, because we don't own it. Let's see, cut it low. As low as we can go. I'd say right there. Alright, here we go. It takes a while to cut through this tree. This is the golden goose. And we hit a save right during the cutting too, so. Golden goose. But Daddy, I want a golden goose too. I'll get you one when we get home. No, now, Daddy. That movie don't get me wrong. I mean, you got to remember it was made in the 70s, but it's a movie that kind of weirds you out a little bit, but it's about candy, so it's kind of one of those love-hate type movies. I love that it's made about candy, but it's kind of freaky at the same time. The whole boat tunnel ride was very, very freaky. Alright, let's go grab the tractor. Gotta run over there and get it. But yeah, here's that area. So we get rid of this if we don't do cows here, which probably well, not probably. I know we're not going to do cows here. Get rid of that, and then we can merge a lot of this together. We have to work around this building because again, we can't get rid of the building. But all right, let's find the best way over there. Just go around this thing. Going into bonus time. Now I gotta find it. Out here somewhere. Here it is, way over here. Gotta thread the needle through the trees here. I would put these Brooks chippers on a smaller tractor, but they don't work too well on smaller tractors. You really need a larger tractor like this. Okay. Good position, pipe out. So, let's see what we got. We have... how many do we have right now? I want to get the number exact, so let me look in there on that. So we have 89,316. We're at 2% on the Brooks chipper. 89,316. Remember that. So, let's crank it up. I may raise it up to get it. That stump is kind of popping around there. Alright. 89,316. Or 88,316. What did I say? 88,316, I think. Yeah, 89. No, 89. I was right. I was right the first time. I always go with your first guess. 89,316. 2%. There's a tree. And that took us way up there. So we're at 5%. We went from 2% to 5%. We went from 89,316 to 162,237. So that's quite a few wood chips there. That's why those trees, if you ever see those trees, you'll get the most for your money out of those trees. Alright, so that's the thing here. I'm going to cut some trees, try to get up there and sell maybe another load of chips before the prices go down. And yeah, try not to catch a cold out here. Maybe get me some hot cocoa along the way. Alright, until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. We'll see you guys live, twitch.tv/thegrainarcade, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. And yeah, always remember you reap what you sow. Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.